Short north, everyone knows it. Downtown, expected, but expensive. German Village, maybe a good one. But here's what they're not telling you. Columbus is booming. Everyone talks about the affordability and the Midwestern charm, but here's the truth. Some neighborhoods are exploding in demand, and if you don't move fast, you are going to be priced out. But here's the real questions. What are the hottest selling neighborhoods in Columbus right now? And most importantly, where should you buy before it's too late? By the end of this video, you're gonna know exactly where to invest, which spots are, well, overhyped, and ultimately where to get in before the prices skyrocket. Let's get into it.
Outside, the winter sky turning gray. City up in smoke, it's only ash when it rains.
Look, if you Google the best places to live in Columbus, you're always gonna get the same basic answers. Short north, everyone knows it. Downtown, expected, but expensive. German Village, maybe a good one. But here's what they're not telling you. Some unexpected areas are seeing insane growth. And other places that used to be just as hot, well, they're definitely cooling down. Let's break it all down, starting with the neighborhoods that are moving the fastest. And the first place on our list, well, it has to be Westerville. And one of the main reasons for this is the top-rated schools. Currently ranked as the 10th best school district in the entire Columbus area. With a 18-to-1 student-to-teacher ratio, this is a place where we're seeing a lot of families go to. Ranked 17th as the most diverse school district in Ohio, 47th for the best school district for athletics, and 82nd for the best school district overall, you're seeing a ton of people actively make this their home. You see, and combine this with the fact that we're not too far away from the Intel project, which is about 10 to 15 minutes away, it makes it a fantastic location for families that are looking to stay close enough to the job site, but also not break the bank. And to combine this with the fact that you're seeing multi-million-dollar developments left and right, yeah, this is a place that we're going to see a lot of people conglomerate to. You see, if you're looking for a place that's really like-minded in terms of suburban feel, close enough to actual job sites, and not too far away from a centralized Columbus, this is the place for you. And here's the other catch that people aren't going to tell you. Jobs equal appreciation. That's why if you get in now with the median home price hovering around $450,000, you're definitely going to see an increase when more jobs actually inevitably come to Central Ohio to make it their working ground. And the other caveat, which is always going to be catch-22, is the property taxes. You see, the property taxes here are going to be higher than most other places, but the resale value of that home, well, we're definitely seeing it be worth it for a lot of our clients. You know, when you're thinking about the fastest appreciating neighborhoods in all of Central Ohio, there's one that's always going to be talked about. Can you guess it? You probably thought about it already. Intel is coming here. More than $38 billion in projects are coming here. New Albany is a location that, number one, has a ton of relocation, and number two, we're seeing more and more people come here left and right, regardlessly of the price point. Here's why. You see, with the exclusive master plan community, you're getting a vibe and a frequency it's a little bit higher than other places. Here's what I mean. People that can afford New Albany want to stay close to people that can afford New Albany. You're getting an ambiance of luxury, golf courses, and a location where you can network with like-minded people that are at the upper echelon of their job point. And hey, let me tell you, the school district is like none other. The New Albany City School District is one of the best ones in the entire Columbus area. And you're seeing niche.com here as we speak about it, but they're always going to be highly, highly rated. Combine this with the fact that the median home price right now hovers around $650,000 to $700,000, you're definitely seeing more and more people actively come here. It's basic mathematics when you think about it. If more and more companies look at Licking County and the surrounding areas to make it home, well, what's going to happen to the home prices as it is? Number one, they're going to need locations to actually dig into, and number two, the homes there as it is, well, more and more people are going to need to buy them as they eventually have jobs there. Now, when we're thinking about appreciating neighborhoods, there's one that always has to be talked about as well, and that's going to be Grandview Heights, but probably not for the reasons that you think. Let me explain. Listen, if you want walkability plus a city vibe, but not that congestion that exists in the downtown area, this is the place for you. And there's two main reasons why we're having this on the list for the most appreciated neighborhoods in Columbus. Number one, we're seeing tons of rental demands in this area. This is a location that people want to come to and actually rent before they end up buying in Columbus. And it makes sense for the second reason. We're seeing tons of trendy new restaurants, bars, and nightlife activities in this location. As we're talking, you should be seeing videos from maybe the Columbus nightlife and other places on Instagram and some of our own as well of actually things that are happening here. Let me tell you, there's always something to eat, something to do, but at the same time, it's not too far away in terms of a walking distance that you feel like you need a car. And the price point, well, it kind of makes up for it. A 9% appreciation year to year, but it makes sense, right? People are coming to these areas in droves because number one, they're appreciating more and more. And number two, there's at the same time having such a massive, massive want. Now, I know the question that you're gonna ask, and it's the question that everyone asks me. But Gagan, when do you think the appreciation is going to stop? Do you think these neighborhoods have, well, reached their maximum? And the answer is no. You see, Columbus is a city that's just being founded, and a lot of people have come here in the last few years, and in the comment section, they're gonna say yay or nay. But the facts speak for themselves. Over $50 billion in active construction that's being happening here. More and more companies making this their home, and we're getting more governmental contracts as we speak. More direct flight opportunities too. The areas that are already appreciating, they're going to appreciate more. And at the same time, places like Grandview Heights, New Albany, there's a reason that people are going here. And well, it's the same reason that you might want to go here as well. And the one thing that we know about real estate, it's not the seller that determines the price, it's not the agents that determine the price, it's the buyer. The people that are willing to pay for the thing determines the price. And if people are willing to pay for these homes, who's to say that someone else isn't as well? You see, a seller doesn't need as much competition as you think. The worst situation that a seller can be in is competing against one offer. The best situation that a seller can be in is competing against two. But I know you. I know how you think. You're thinking to yourself, but Gagan, all these areas, I want to find something that's still up and coming. What are the next areas that are absolutely growing? Well, these are the ones we gotta talk about. If anyone gives you a list of areas that you have to look into without Franklinton in it, they're lying to you. Franklinton's is Columbus's Brooklyn. Here's why. Number one, we are seeing tons of projects here left and right. And as I'm talking, I'm gonna have some news articles that you can see of projects that are happening in this area. We're seeing more apartment buildings, more parks, and more recreational opportunities as we speak. Number two, there's tons of trendy bars and restaurants. And again, we're gonna have live events that you're seeing here on the screen. And number three, and probably the most important thing, is the cost of living and the cost of acquisitions of real estate. It's not that high. You see, the median price point right now in Franklinton hovers around $285,000 to about $315,000. Compared to those numbers that we heard in the past, it's like night and day. And this is a reason that so many people are actively coming here, and probably the reason that you're thinking about making this home as well. You see, the more opportunities that exist and the more development that's actively happening in these locations, the more people that are gonna come, creating a bidding war scenario. And I'm willing to bet, I haven't seen the numbers from our real estate partners, but I'm willing to bet that in areas like this that are up and coming, they're having just as much bidding wars as the already comprehensively built neighborhoods. Because, well, people want these as well. And stick around, because I'm gonna give you some neighborhoods that don't have bidding wars, that are still up and coming, but we gotta keep on the hush hush. But what if you want something a little bit more juxtaposed, where old money meets new money, an area that's still up and coming, hasn't been found that much, but still amazing? Well, that's simply the Heights. Upper Arlington plus Marble Cliff. Now, why is this getting so much traction? Well, first and foremost, there's a ton of renovations, especially with the historic homes. You see some of these historic homes, obviously they need a little bit of working on, and that's happening here. The second thing is its proximity to OSU. You're gonna get demand from three fronts. Number one, faculty. Number two, professors. And number three are students. You see a lot of the people that are reaching out to us to buy homes in this area, well, it's parents. Parents of children that go to OSU that are looking to stay close enough to them. And the second group of people, well, it's faculty members that are working at OSU that want to be close enough to the job site. It's a massive, massive area, and those luxuries, well, you have to take those into account. And the other thing that you got to consider as well, if you're thinking about investing, that's the place to be. You have that proximity standpoint. You have Starbucks, restaurants, and a lot of boutique areas that people are gonna go and enjoy. That's the thing that you're looking for with investments, and this is a place that I think is gonna keep growing more and more. As OSU grows, which we know it will, and it has, areas in close enough proximity, they're gonna grow too. You're gonna miss out? And listen, the rubber has to meet the road, right? Because of two things. Number one, this has a ultra low crime rate. You should see the data on the screen. But at the same time, the price point, well, it's a little bit up there. You're looking at least $650,000 to $700,000. And before you click off the video, it's still gonna grow more. The reason that I have this in the up and coming area, not the first bucket, is because I think this is an area that's still going through a lot of growth. When historic homes are being shifted and worked on, the juxtaposition of historic charm and modern amenities, that's being met. You don't see that in much places. But, and I'm gonna be a philosopher here, for every yin, there must be a yang. For every good, there must be bad. For every good area, it's gotta be a bad one. And I'm not gonna say these areas are bad per se, taking off my glasses. But there are areas that I just don't see the same appreciation as these other locations. These are areas that we're seeing, well, a lot of people not particularly want to live in or relocate to when they are moving to Columbus, Ohio. And if you are thinking about making that move to Columbus, Ohio, we partner with the best real estate agents, the best mortgage lenders to make this journey as simple as possible. Whether you're moving in 9 days, 90 days, or even a year, we'd love the opportunity to collaborate with you and ultimately help you on this buying journey. All of our information is in the description below. Give us a call, shoot us a text. We'd love the opportunity to really just help you in any way that we can. The area that I think you should most avoid, and I'm not saying anything besides what is factual, the short north. You see, it's trendy, but to me and to a lot of other people, it's a little bit overhyped. You see, the prices have kind of hit a ceiling wall. We're seeing more and more people look at Dublin and make it home, but the short north, well, since it's being so filled with apartments, we're really not seeing the occupancy of those apartments going that much higher. Especially when you're looking at the apartment costs and 1 or 2 bedroom, well, it's like $1,800 to $2,200. I mean, people are definitely gonna look at other areas. But at the same time, right, people are gonna buy where they want to buy. We pick a decision based off our emotions and justify it with logic. But while the rents are high, the appreciation is low. Now, the short north is a fantastic area if maybe you're a single person, maybe you're just in your 20s and 30s and you want, a hip location that has other people that want hip locations. If you're a family and you're looking for areas with good schools, maybe a place that you can call home that's close enough to the job areas, well, I would maybe look at other suburban locations. Now, Dublin as a whole is growing. It is the secondary version of Columbus. They have a fantastic downtown. They have tons of Fortune 500 companies. But for the most part, and this is from our clients, they're looking at suburban areas in Dublin. You see, Michaela knew exactly what she wanted. She called us a few months back and said, I want to be in Dublin, but here's where I want to be. And we were like, awesome. Can we ask, how are you so sure? She said, I've seen your YouTube videos. But combining with this, she said, I know exactly where to be because I also know where not to be. And I know what I need for my family. And when you think about it from that perspective and you do the want, the need list, well, it's going to be pretty obvious. So take all those things into consideration. I'm definitely not saying live here. I'm also not saying live there, but you want to make sure that you have all this information prevalent. And the second area, well, you're not going to want to hear this, but downtown. You see, downtown Columbus as a whole is so filled with cranes that's kind of driving people to other locations. And listen, if you want obviously a downtown area, then that's the place for you. But maybe if you want something a little bit more tranquil, well, I would look at other locations from downtown Columbus. And with this, new developments are pushing supply up. The Merchants Building, for example, is going to have a ton of apartment buildings. We're seeing a bunch of condos and lofts just, well, not sell at the rapid pace that they used to. So take all those things as well. If you want something that's going to be a little bit cheaper, maybe in the near future, I think downtown is still a fantastic option. But at the same time, with the quantity of apartments going up in this location, I do think that if you wait a little bit, you're going to get it at a lower cost. Now let's talk about the fun spot. Every location has hidden gems. What's ours? Well, here's 2 that I think are absolutely amazing, and here's why. I think Worthington is the smart money play. From historic homes and strong appreciation, this is the place to be. We're seeing a lot of people come here if they want charm, if they want something maybe a little bit older as well, and at the same time, something that's not going to absolutely break the bank. That's here. Combine this with great schools and easy highway access, we're seeing more and more people actively make this home. Now, my family's actually looking at a secondary house. Ours is a little too small for the people that we've got in it. You know who you are. But as we look at other areas, this is a really prominent and a strong location that we're actively considering and looking at. One is, well, it's got fantastic schools, and number two, the median price point here is not as high as those other locations. You see, the median price right now for a home is around $390,000 to $410,000, just about an 8% appreciation year to year. And this is amazing for two reasons. Number one, it's cheap, but number two, it's still appreciating. I appreciate that. And number two, look at Gehenna. I think this is a smart area for families that want everything, but not break the bank. You see, one of the things that drives appreciation in neighborhoods is proximity. Think about it from this perspective. If you had a Starbucks on the first floor and you had apartments on the second, third, and fourth, more people are willing to live in those apartments simply due to the fact that you have proximity to things that people want. And the proximity for Gehenna's to the Easton Town Center and the mall, well, it's amazing. And that's one of the reasons why people are actively making that home. Combine that with A+ schools and tons of green spaces, well, this is a place that we're seeing a lot of families actively make it home. You see, the median price point right now hovers around the $350,000 range. It's still affordable, but it's definitely climbing fast. So what's the final verdict? Where should you live? Well, if you want long-term appreciation, Westerville, New Albany, and Grandview Heights. If you want high upside investments, Ringleton's and the Heights. If you want affordability plus appreciation, Worthington and Gehenna. But if you're still looking for under-the-radar deals, Short North and downtown, well, they may not be the best bet right now. Bottom line, Columbus is absolutely booming, and a lot of these neighborhoods are going to get eaten up left and right, whether it be from investors or people that are looking to actively buy in it. The question then simply becomes this: are you going to be a part of the group that purchases, or are you going to be left behind? And listen, I did an entire video on the ultimate guide to living in Columbus, Ohio. If you want to see that, put that video right here. Watch it, and I'll see you soon. Bye.